Okay, let's go. The moment of truth. I'm blacks again. Very unusual that I've had so many blacks in a row. 21-14. Heather from Sweden. Is that a Swedish flag? Knight f3. Is it going to be an open Sicilian? Yes, it is. And he's played f3, which is kind of... I think he wants to go for a Maroxy. Is that what he wants to do? What's the principal way to deal with this? What is... I mean, when I'm playing Blitz, I just whack out any old move, usually like e5. But that doesn't really prevent c4. Is there anything else to stop c4? I don't know. I do not know. What does Queen b6 do, just out of interest? Queen b6. Knight takes. If he took, then I could take the d pawn without losing castling rights. Queen b6, c3 would be pretty fine for me. Queen b6, bishop e3, queen takes b2, I think is fine for me. Has he got any e5 ideas? Queen b6, knight takes, d takes c, e5. And then I've got queen a5 check, picking up the pawn. So I'm interested in this. I've never played this before, but let's give it a go. What else has he got? And the idea that I'm trying is to try and prevent c4, the Maroxy, which is obviously what he's trying to do by not playing knight c3. So let's see. I don't know if this is like the main line or the correct response or whatever, or I don't know. We shall find out. He could drop his knight back to b3. Then I can play e6. e6, then bishop e3, queen c7. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what he does. He obviously hasn't seen queen b6 before, so I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's got him thinking. I think knight b3 is probably best for him. And I don't think I should start with a5 and stuff. I've got to develop. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, knight b3, okay. Just sprung to mind now whether I should fianchetto, but fianchettoing. Let me think. For some reason, that seems like a decent idea. Because if I go e6, he's still got... yeah, he can't do bishop e3 yet. That's true. If he wants to play for c4, then it would make sense for my bishop to be on the long diagonal. Is that a good logic? Is that sensible logic? Let's try it. Let's try that. I'm not entirely sure. Right, he's gone for a c4. We got that in. So I've got to carry on my plan. Nothing scary happening yet. Knight there. Now, this knight can come in. Do I care? Shall I just castle? Is she, or do I have to stop it in some way? So if I castle knight d5, he's kind of doing whatever he wants. I want to stop it, but I don't want to play e6 because of the hull. Or does it matter? Am I supposed to do e6 here? E6. I could do e6 after. I'm going to castle. Let's just stick with it. I'm not sure this fianchetting was necessarily the right idea. Probably e6 may have been better. But maybe this is just a different plan, which I don't know how to play. Let's see. Knight d5, queen d8, and then I want to play e6 next. I don't know if that... Really? I don't know if that's any good. Now, if I go queen c7, knight d5, knight takes, pawn takes, queen, kind of this luring his pawn. By luring his pawns forward, that they might become a target, but I'm just not sure. I don't want to get steamrolled either. His knight on b3 is now, yeah, kind of not in a great position. Where do I want to put my queen? Queen c7. He's also got knight b5. Queen c7, knight b5, queen b8. It's a kind of typical retreat. Got to watch out for him preparing bishop f4. I better play fast anyway. Okay, I'm just going to go for this. I think there's enough going on. He's got a, he's playing, he's messing around, not really developing. And I'm going to start breaking those pawns. So let me see. D5. What happens with D5 here? D5. Knight takes, another queen takes, and this B pawn drops at the end of that. Is that kind of a good way to break out? Boom. Pawn takes. Knight b4. Looks interesting. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. You've got to kind of hit back. I don't want... White's kind of doing whatever he wants. I think there's a little bit of spice. Yeah, I've castled. He hasn't. He's got a bit of development to get through. And then his centre may just disappear. Now he's got knight b5 there if I do. So let me take with the queen. Take with the queen. If he swaps queens, then I can play for d5 a second time. Well, I've got to play fast. Okay. Right, now, does it work? Like there. I think I can sack this pawn. Something tells me I can sack it. There, pawn takes. Knight here. Bishop c4. I don't know. It just feels right. I can't really explain it. So, even though it looks a bit dodge. It's just kind of getting the initiative, not just sort of going passive. I think that's really what I'm feeling. And I think I've got a lot of piece activity at the end of it. Knight here. Bishop here. Yeah. Maybe it wasn't quite right after all. And also he had bishop there actually, so that probably was a blunder on my part. My intuition was completely wrong. Let's hit this first. I mean, I still think I've got the open board is good for my pieces, I think, because his king is a little bit more exposed, or am I just imagining that? What I'm saying is, do I have enough compensation for the pawn? Don't know. What's he gonna do? I think he can just play. Maybe. Where's he gonna put his bishop? He's gonna go bishop f4, maybe. Bishop f4. Then do I have to go knight a6? Knight a6. Bishop takes, double the pawns, but then I would have the bishop pair, so he might be tempted by that. But I don't know. He's gone there. Well, it does help my development. And this knight will then be in front of that pawn. And then my rook can come to the c file. Yeah, I mean, I objectively, clearly, what I did was not best. But my pieces do have quite good activity. So he's taking a bit of time. What's he going to do? Is he deliberating over whether to take the bishop or the knight? He's come back. Fine. Rook c8. Unpinning his knight. Now, do I attack the pawn again? He might protect it again, won't he? What's he going to do? is he going to do? Bishop e4 is he going to do? Doesn't look great, but I mean, it kind of does the job. I'm wondering about bishop e4, then what, knight b5? Is that the right move? Or even use my pawns. Go b5. Bit slow. Wow, he's given... Oh, have I missed something here? What's he got in mind here? Oh, he wants to get that pawn. Is that what he's thinking? Okay, takes... Bishop takes... Rook d8... I think it's okay. I want to drive that bishop away. Is he really doing this? I don't think that's good. Oh no, maybe it just works. This passed pawn is marching forwards, but he's going to have to be quite careful not to lose that pawn. He's doing okay here. Let me kick that. Knight takes b7. I'll take the bishop. He takes my rook. I'll take his knight. I don't think he's going to want to do that. And what are the other options? Where's he going to go? If he drops back to a4, I'll just play b5. Just to gain the tempo for defending that pawn. If he goes to bishop, if he goes bishop e2, let's say, I may just, what can I do? I don't really want to, I was thinking maybe rook d7. It's not very active. Rook d7, followed by rook c5. He's going for it. Whoa, he's going for it. Okay, let's do it. Come on then. Come on. Right. So what do we do? How do I've got to be careful, of course. I go bishop here. Oh, now he's just blundering. Okay. That's a shame. That's a shame. I mean, I don't think that exchange was right for him, but obviously he didn't give himself any chance there. Let's have a look. The opening, he got me out of my comfort zone immediately, so it'd be interesting to see what happened there. The rest, I think, well, probably just not great. So let's see. This is fine. Book, bang, bang. And he plays f3. So what is the best move here? Is it e5? I usually play e5 here. Queen b6 is excellent. Really? Okay, what's best though? Okay. I should have stuck with my usual e5. And how does it go? Knight b6, d6. He's still going to get his Maroczy in, but okay. You just have to accept it, I suppose. Queen b6. Yeah, it's saying I should have gone for e6 here. Okay, fine. Fine. Knight b3 was best. Yeah, I figured there wasn't really much else. That was not great. Yeah, so I should have gone e6, I presume. Would have been, yeah, just equal. And just putting some control over d5, which is obviously where the knight wants to jump into at some point. There you got his c4 in, which apparently was an inaccuracy as well. Let's go forward. Castles was also an inaccuracy. Okay, whatever. That was an inaccuracy. Queen c7, bishop e3. Yeah. This isn't a mistake, but there was something better. Yeah, it was a bit risky. What was best here? Okay. Yeah, I could have prepared d5 with rook. Yeah, that would have been a bit more patient. I didn't have to go crazy. Rook d8, that's a nice idea, because if I need to retreat my queen and go to b8, and then d6 or d5 is coming, and yeah, that's really the way to play. C takes, queen takes was best. I couldn't do e takes d6 would have been a blunder because of knight b5, forking queen and pawn. Sorry. So now castles. d5 is a mistake. Yeah, this was just very speculative and bad. Again, rook d8. Okay, this is a bit of a learning. So I've got that urge to play d5. Think about rook d8 to prepare it first. Yeah, I think that would have been simple and effective. So now I'm clearly down now, plus 1.3. That was not great. That was fine. That was... What else was I supposed to do here? Really? Knight takes. So what am I? What's the big idea here? Takes. Rook takes. I don't understand. I'm a piece down here. What the hell? Maybe I've got... There's some tricks here. Bishop e6, rook d3, bishop c4 would probably end up getting the material back. Bishop e6, rook b5. Yeah, maybe that rook's going to get in an awkward situation. If I play then a6, goes onto a dark square. Not totally convinced. Yeah, not sure. I have to look at that one. Okay. It should be 5. Rook there. Inaccuracy. And that was a mistake. Wow. That puts me on down +2. Wow. Should have done that. Okay. D6 is +2. God, I'm totally lost here, but I didn't even realize. Knight comes in here, another good move. That's fine, +2. And that was best. Knight takes there. Wow. This is +2. +1.5, yeah. What would have been best here? 1.5. Yeah, he's getting that pawn, I suppose. He's got those two outside pass pawns. I guess that's how he would have had to play. Okay. Fine. So yeah, that was a sound exchange from him. He just ran out of time, I guess. Okay, a lucky one there. Lucky win.